Hello, you metal pilgrims, and welcome to the new episode of our interview series. And today I'm more than happy to speak to Lukas Kerk of the German melodic death metal band Hiraes. Lukas, thank you so much for joining me. How's it going, man? How's everything?
Yeah, it's quite fine. Thanks for asking. And what about you? It's also good?
Yeah, everything is great. I mean, we are in the finals of the Euro 2020, so I'm excited.
Yeah, great.
Waiting to play on Saturday. So how you guys, by the way, coping with the quarantine and everything? Everyone's safe and sound. Hey, what keeps you sane these days?
Yeah, at the moment it's all a bit relaxed compared to the beginning of the year or in general in winter or in spring and autumn last year. So yeah, the numbers are pretty low and they are opening more and more right here at the moment. But yeah, of course it's still very important to take care of each other. And so in terms of our band, we are hoping that we might return to the stage pretty soon. So we already have 2 shows confirmed for the next month. Will be social distancing shows, but nevertheless, it will be great to have an audience in front of us again. And we will see what will happen. But at the moment, we're hoping that we will get on stage pretty soon.
This is awesome, man. I think at this point, the entire metalhead community around the globe is just eager to get back onto the real, concerts and, real festivals and stuff like that. Because heavy metal, rock and roll, overall, our subculture lives in sweaty clubs and festivals and not in the digital world.
Yeah, definitely. That's absolutely true. Yeah, sweat-soaked concerts just are the thing in metal. You really need to have this.
100%. Without it, it's not the same, man. But the great news about you guys, your debut studio album, Solitary, with the newly formed band, was released on July 25th, just a little less than a week ago. Congrats, man, on the debut. I thought it was amazing. I actually heard it a couple of weeks before the release, and I thought simply, wow, that was my reaction to it. So could you talk a bit about the creative process behind it? How did all of this form into this one piece we can hear today?
Yeah, it was, I would say, in the beginning of last year when, the band slowly formed itself. And then it was in May or June when we did the first rehearsal. I have to say that the band before Hiraes was Dawn of Disease. There were 5 musicians who made music together, but they split up. We split up, and the 4 remaining musicians, besides the singer, decided to continue making music and to form a new band, a very new band. So it has nothing to do with the band before, actually. And as I said, we did a first rehearsal last year in May or June with our new singer Britta. Fortunately, she was willing to join the band after I asked her. Yep. And then we started writing the album, and it was pretty intense and a pretty quick process. I think it took us 10 months to have everything finished, including the recordings. And of course, it was a bit different than you would usually do it because to the pandemic situation, we really had to be in the distance, not together, but it was all in all, it was a good thing to do. And it was really fun recording this album. The process itself was, I wrote the songs at home on guitar and sent them over to our drummer Matthias. And then we had this guitar and drum demo. Afterwards, Britta sang her vocals over it, and then the songs were ready to record. And afterwards, we recorded them in separate studios, one for the drums, one for the guitars, the other one for the vocals. And afterwards sent to Sweden, to Fascination Street Studios, where Jens Bogren and his colleagues did the mix and the master. And we're so happy to finally have the result in our hands after this long time.
That's pretty cool. And you started speaking about how the band was formed out of the ashes of Dawn of Disease. For you personally, there wasn't much of a change in the lineup. Only one person, right? It's Britta Görtz on vocals. So how was it actually working with her?
Yeah, quite good. We were, as I said, we were looking for a new singer for the very new band. And we knew Britta from the past. She was singing in Cripper. You might know the band, and she is still singing in Critical Mass. and we even played some shows with Dawn of Disease and her bands. And yeah, we were always overwhelmed by her stage performance and of course by her vocal performance in general. Her voice is really awesome. And so yeah, I was really happy when she said, okay, I'm willing to maybe join the band and maybe we can do a rehearsal together and check how everything is going. Yeah, and during that rehearsal, we just realized that the chemistry was simply right between us in a musical way, but also in a personal way. And yeah, then we did the first demo tracks and it turned out that it all really worked good together with us 5. And yeah, we are really, really happy and looking forward to the future to work together and to record albums and hopefully to get on tour pretty soon. Yeah, it's just a good thing.
That would be awesome. And if you don't mind me asking, I mean, with only one band member change, why did you decide to disband Dawn of Disease and continue with a completely new band? You know, a very fresh start. You know, people don't know about you yet. It would be easier to go on with the, you know, of the legacy you already had.
Yeah, it was a decision we made together. At a certain point, there were some expectations and some ideas concerning the future of the band that, yeah, we realized just simply have diverged over time. And then we really reached a point where we had to say, okay, maybe we call it quits and, yeah, us 4 remaining just start a new project or a new band. And this was the best solution at that point. And we're really happy about it because it really feels good to have something new and, yeah, to have new opportunities to, yeah, be just new in general. It's just, yeah, simply a good feeling because, yeah, with a band that already existed and you change the lineup a bit in a tiny bit at least with a singer, it's always, I would say, a bit difficult because you have fans, they say, oh, I like the old singer more or the new singer is way much better, and we did not want to have such discussions. And yeah, it was really important for us to have something new and, yeah, as I said, just to start new and fresh with Hiraes.
Yeah, makes sense, man. And you're obviously, you know, you're the main band songwriter. You weren't on Disease, you are in Hiraes. So what's the writing process for you like usually? I mean, do you start with a riff? Do you start with a melody? How do you go about it?
It's I don't know, some sort of a magical process always. I really yeah, sit down with my guitar and I just have some ideas in my mind, and then I start to work it out. And yeah, it can start with something completely different. I can start with the idea of a song structure or a melody or a guitar riff or just maybe just a feeling how the song might feel in the end. And yeah, then I just sit down and say, okay, maybe this sounds cool. Okay, this is fitting here. And then I work it out. And yeah, here's a chorus. There's another riff. And yeah, somehow that works. And it's especially when I have some pressure in my background or pressure on me to say like this, when the label says, hey, maybe you can do it until this deadline, then it always works great. It's not easy for me. It's really hard. And I really suffer during that time. But somehow it always turns out good at the end. And yeah, it's maybe it has to be like this because, you know, you can work on songs for 10 years, or you just say, I write this song, we say this song is cool, let's record it quickly, and then everything is great. And yeah, maybe this is the right way to do it. I don't know, but yeah, we already started to work on new songs. At least I'm already writing on new songs, and yeah, maybe this time there will be a bit more time. But yeah, writing songs is just fun for me, and I really like it. And yeah, somehow it always works.
That's pretty awesome. And you said that you started basically working on a new record when your first one was just out. So in terms of the style, can we expect Hiraes to stay in the same, you know, musical genre as the debut record showed us what it's going to be like?
Yeah, I have to say that the debut record is really open-minded in many directions, and we wanted to have it like this because as a first album, if you just have an album that just consists of blast beats, then everyone will expect you to continue like this, or you really do not have that many opportunities to change it. But yeah, we will see. It's just, yeah, there are just a few riffs, and there's already one song that might be already ready in terms of guitars, and we'll see in which direction this will develop. I don't want to, yeah, for me, my personal goal is always, or my personal aim, to make the new album even better than the one before. And it's also a hard process for me because I really have to take some time and just think about everything, and we will see. I don't know yet, and I really, it's so many steps forward. I'm really happy that Solitary is out, and but as you might know, we recorded it some month ago already, and had a lot of time to wait for it, and also released 3 videos, and of course we took the time to already think about a new album that might be recorded somewhere, and it's great, it's fun, it's really a great experience to make music together, and we will see.
This is awesome, man. And speaking about the lyrics and overall lyrical themes, which are running through this album, can you speak of some?
Yeah, I have to say that Britta is responsible for all the lyrics. Mm-hmm. And she usually writes about personal themes, some events she may have witnessed or she has lived through by herself. And maybe I can talk about the title track, for example. Solitary is, of course, also influenced by the whole pandemic situation, the feeling of being alone, the feeling of not having so much contact to other persons, but also in there is some sort of strength that you discover during such a hard time, so that it's not just negative that you say, oh, I am alone, I cannot do something, I really forced to be with myself. It's also that you discover your own strength and make the best out of the situation, and that is something that most of the lyrics have, that they show maybe the dark sides of life in general, but also have something positive in there, so that you might go through a hard time, but afterwards you are stronger than you have been before. And I think that's a great thing, and is also fitting the whole situation at the moment. And maybe people will discover that they had to go through hard times, but afterwards they will be stronger than before.
It's rather encouraging, man. And I gotta say that, after listening to the album, even though it's a melodic death metal record, which you don't usually get that feeling, but I got a feeling of this uplifting feeling, after listening to it. I was in a very, very good mood after listening to it. It doesn't bring you down. It doesn't, put you into negativity in any way, right? It is, as you said, it's very diverse, yet it is very cohesive at the same time. And by the way, you guys sound like you've been playing together with, with a new vocalist for ages, because you actually sound like you've been around for a long time. So, man, can you talk a bit about the album artwork? First of all, it's simply gorgeous. And who is the author and what's the idea behind it?
Yeah, the artwork was done by a guy from Romania. He already worked with bands like Amon Amarth or Arch Enemy, or also At the Gates. Mm-hmm. I'm always, it's always pretty hard to pronounce his name, but I think it's Costin Ciuriano. And he's pretty well known in the metal scene. And we just gave him a few notes and said, okay, we want to go in that direction maybe, and also sent him some of the first lyrics. And he said, okay, I have an idea, I will send you something. And we were pretty much overwhelmed, because somehow I think he had just listened to one song of us. Mm-hmm. He really hit the nerve and really captured this feeling which we have on this album. Really, this gloomy, melancholic overall feeling, but without losing a slight bit of hope on the horizon, which you can also see on the artwork with this light at the horizon over there. And somehow it just fits the music, and we really like it, and it's just perfect for the album title and for the music, and it's a good overall package.
100%, and it's just stunning, man. It catches your eye right away. If you go to a music store, hopefully those will open soon, by the way. But the moment you go there, it will immediately catch your eye, man. And is there one song you cannot wait to play live?
Yeah, I have to say we already had our very first show. It was a streaming event, a festival that is normally taking place outside, and we already played some songs. But I have to say one song that is really great playing live is 1000 Lights from the album, because it starts rather with an atmospheric part, and afterwards goes on slowly, and at the end there's really some blast beat and such an explosion of energy. And playing that live is really great, because you really have this headbanging part at the beginning, and then this break at the end, and they're just da, 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 and I really loved that. Also in the rehearsal room we did this, and we realized within a few seconds from the beginning on, this could be a great live song, and we of course hope to play it live very often in the future, but we will see.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, you and all the other bands will be able to hit the road once again very soon. Because as we spoke about in the very beginning, everyone is eager and excited, to get back to normal life, whatever the new normal will be. So about the plans of taking it on the road. Obviously, you said that you have a couple of shows coming up next month. But is there anything greater planned for 2022?
Yeah, we're in the midst of planning many different things. They are not announced yet, and I cannot talk about them. But of course, we have a really great booking agency behind us, Napalm Events. They are working for us, and they're doing everything that is possible. And we have something that might happen next year in spring. But it really depends on the situation. When autumn comes, when winter comes, we saw last year that the numbers go up again, and it all depends how the situation will develop during winter, and then we will see if something like touring will be possible again. And at least we hope that, because as I said like 4 or 5 times already during this interview, we want to hit the road again.
I'm with you. We can speak about that all day. Ivan, I just hope that I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine, so I really hope that at some point you will come here, or I'll catch you live somewhere in Germany or someone else. And do you guys plan to perform any of the old songs from Dawn of Disease, or those are completely in the past?
No, it's really, as I said, Hiraes is something completely new, and we really are not planning to play old Dawn of Disease songs. They will stay where they are on the records, and so if someone wants to listen to them, then
purchase the discs. Ivan, I'm conscious of your time, so just a couple of more questions if you don't mind. The first one, and this is something I'm really curious to find out from you, man. What is your guilty pleasure in terms of music? What do you blast when you're absolutely wasted and no one is around if it's not metal?
Yeah, it's also something maybe from the rock sector, but I don't know. Maybe or do you mean something completely different?
Whatever it is. I mean, tell me it's Spice Girls. I love Spice Girls. I can listen to Spice Girls all day long.
Of course, from this whole rock sector, I don't know, Turbo Negro, for example, is a rock band, but it's still in the metal genre. But what I like to listen to is, I don't know if you know this band Jamiroquai. Yeah. I visited a concert of them in 2019 in Cologne, and it was really great to see it. And I have this CD of them in our car, and it's the only CD that is actually working in there. So I tried to put a metal sampler in there, and then somehow it didn't work, and then afterwards I put the Jamiroquai CD back in there, and I can listen to it, and in general I'm really open-minded to different kinds of music. So I like to listen to metal and I like to play metal, but that doesn't mean that I do not also like to listen to different kinds of music.
This is awesome. And speaking about listening to different kinds of music, where do you usually look for inspiration when you write new music? I mean, are you digging inspiration from the metal scene or from Jamiroquai or something like that?
I would say that there are many different sources of inspiration for me. It can be just maybe some sort of feeling that a song has, and I would say, okay, maybe I can transport this feeling in one of my songs, or at least in a passage of that song, or just a structure or idea, but I would say that mainly these are feelings. Mm-hmm. So when you listen to a song, you get a certain feeling from it, and you say, hey, can I maybe get that feeling too by doing this and that, and maybe turn it around a bit? And it's I always say I not sit down and this riff, maybe I can change it a bit and take it for our songs. It's just really that I can listen to a song of, I don't know, like Iron Maiden or whatever, and get that certain feeling and think, okay, maybe this feeling, and with that climax in there, maybe I can also transform this into this melodic death metal genre and get this feeling right there, and maybe change it a bit and enrich it a bit, or make it fitting to the music. And this is maybe the inspiration and the kind of writing songs that I usually do.
This is pretty interesting, man. And speaking about personal guitar heroes, who are the main influences for you when we talk about guitar and riffs?
Yeah, it's also not that easy to answer, but one guitarist that always comes to my mind is, for example, Gary Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe also Dimebag Darrell. I know that I do not play the styles of them, but as guitarists and persons, they really have influence on me. And I like the style they are playing, and just great musicians.
Great, perfect. Thank you so much, Lukas. And the last one for today. This is something I'd absolutely love to hear from you, because we've spoken so much about hitting back the road and so on and so forth. Can you share just one craziest story which happened to you on the road?
Yeah, of course, there happened many stories on the road, but one thing I remember was we played a festival here in Germany. It was an indoor festival, and somehow it was during the Dawn of Disease time. Our drummer and me, our singer and me got drunk. That's what I wanted to say. You see,
now we know it's a true story.
It has to be a crazy story. Yeah, so our singer and me, we somehow got drunk, and the rest of the band went to the hotel a bit earlier, and somehow then. Time went on and we had some beers, and then it's all a bit blurry, and we woke up the next day in the lobby of a hotel, and I just thought we did not even manage to get in the hotel room. What happened here? And just got up and sorted everything, and just looked around, and saw our singer sleeping there on a couch with his belly hanging out, and then we thought, okay, maybe we call our bandmates and meet for breakfast there. Then we called them, let's meet there and there. Okay, then we went there, and but we could not find them, and I was phoning our drummer, and Matthias, where are you? Yeah, we're standing here, we cannot see you. And then just send us the location, via WhatsApp or something, or social media where you are. And they were in a completely different hotel, like 8 kilometers away. So we somehow were in the wrong hotel and slept there in the lobby, and it was really funny because they had to pick us up there. But I have to say that we were able to take a breakfast in the hotel without having paid 1 cent. And they were really friendly and kind there, and that was kind of funny.
Oh, this is awesome, man. Thank you so much, Lukas, for sharing this. And again, for the last time from this interview, we promise everyone, we really hope that those stories will resume soon, and you and all the other bands will be able to hit the road. Lukas Kerk, thank you so much for your time, man. Any last message for the fans, both old and new? Please check out our music if you haven't yet, and of course you can leave us a comment. We really read all the comments on our social media channels, and we really enjoy this because during these times it's really hard to meet personally, and so comments on social media channels are really gold for us. And we really appreciate if you just leave us a comment and have contact with us via this, and hope to see you soon on the road. Perfect. Thank you so much, Lukas. Just as a reminder, Hiraes Solitary is already out via Napalm Records. Make sure you check it out if you're a fan of melodic death metal. It is a great record. I personally enjoyed it a lot. Lukas, thank you so much for your time, man. Keep rocking. Yeah, thank you too.